Hello and welcome to Understandable Psychology with Alex, the channel where psychology and mental health are made understandable for you. Today we're going to learn about depression, its various forms and typical symptoms usually connected to the different forms of depression. If mental health and psychology interests you, feel free to subscribe to Understandable Psychology with Alex. There are various different forms in which depression can occur. Each form has different symptoms, and the diagnosis of the correct type of depression is crucial for further treatment. There are various signs for depression, and it's important to keep in mind that every person reacts differently to external and internal factors, and therefore we can never be 100% certain of symptoms or similar signs. First off, there's the major depression, also referred to as a major depressive disorder. Typical signs for major depressive disorder, for example, include weight loss, trouble with one's sleep cycle, feeling guilty or worthless, and much more can be signs for depressions or major depression disorder. To diagnose someone with major depression disorder, at least 5 common symptoms, where one symptom must be depressive mood or loss of interest, have to be diagnosed daily over a stretch of 2 weeks. Then there is the persistent depression or persistent depression disorder. The persistent depression disorder differentiates itself from the major depression disorder with the element of time. The persistent depression disorder is only diagnosed in patients that have been suffering from depression for at least 2 continuous years. Forms of depression which are low grade in its severity but persistent over a long time stretch are called dysthymia. Persistent depression disorder is contrary to major depression disorder, such as dysthymia. Another common type is bipolar disorder, sometimes called manic depression. People suffering from bipolar disorder are subject to extreme mood swings from overly positive to extremely negative. During a down phase, the subject experiences the same symptoms as someone with a major depression disorder would. Therefore, bipolar is treated with medication helping control and prevent disastrous mood swings. There is the seasonal affective disorder, or short SAD. Seasonal affective disorder occurs mostly in the darker and colder winter months of the year. It usually passes by itself with a change in seasons. There are different forms of therapy to help with SAD, such as, for example, light therapy. Next, the psychotic depression. Psychotic depression brings along the typical symptoms of a major depression disorder, and on top of that adds some psychotic elements to it. Common symptoms are hallucinations, delusions, or paranoia. The next 2 forms of depression are more common for women, but can and are also diagnosed with men. The first one would be the Peripartum depression, which occurs in the time after childbirth. Here it is most common for women, but approximately 10% of men suffer from the same psychological condition. The second one is premenstrual dysphoric disorder, and it's a form of depression which occurs with women shortly before their period. Symptoms can be, but are not limited to, irritability, anxiety, fatigue, feelings of being overwhelmed, and many more. Further types are situational depression, atypical depression, and treatment-resistant depression. Situational, atypical, and treatment-resistant depression are left out as their symptoms are too vague or too similar like other types of depression that we talked before. These were all different forms of depression and its symptoms. In the next video on depression, we will learn about helping others with depression, helping oneself before depression hits, and what to do once depression does hit. If you are interested in mental health and psychology, feel free to subscribe to Understandable Psychology with Alex. Further, if you have any feedback, please comment and rate the video, allowing me to improve accordingly. Thank you, and see you in the next video.